Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving into the shocking developments in General Hospital, where Brennan's influence over Jocelyn Jacks is taking a dangerous turn. Many fans are convinced that his involvement in her life is setting her up for disaster, and the consequences of her latest decision may be far worse than she ever anticipated. Was Jocelyn's choice to call Brennan a fatal mistake? Should she have turned to someone she trusts instead? And most importantly, what does Brennan really want? Stick around as we break it all down. A pivotal moment, Jocelyn's decision that changed everything. In the world of General Hospital, a single phone call can alter the course of a character's life forever, and that's exactly what happened with Jocelyn Jacks. After a harrowing confrontation ended with Cyrus Renaud taking his last breath, Jocelyn was left in shock, standing over a scene that could unravel her entire future. Rather than calling the police, she chose to reach out to Brennan, a man whose intentions remain questionable at best. But was this the right choice? Many fans argue that she should have called Anna, Jason, Carly, or even Sunny, people who have a vested interest in protecting her, rather than someone who may be looking out only for himself. In reaching out to Brennan, Jocelyn may have unknowingly placed herself in a position of debt to a man who operates in shadows and secrets. With each passing episode, it's becoming more evident that Brennan is tightening his grip on her, leaving many to wonder just how much control he intends to exert over her life. A dangerous alliance, Brennan's hold over Jocelyn. The growing dynamic between Jocelyn and Brennan is raising red flags for viewers. Some see it as a misguided attempt to thrust Jocelyn into the world of espionage, while others believe it's setting up an inevitable downfall. After all, Jocelyn has never been one to shy away from dangerous situations, but aligning herself with Brennan might be the biggest risk she has ever taken. Some fans have pointed out that Jocelyn, at just 20 years old, should never have been put in the position of dealing with a high-stakes crime like this. One particularly critical comment suggested that Brennan is the very reason she's caught in this web of chaos, questioning, what was he thinking, letting Jocelyn take on Cyrus? She is completely out of her depth. Carly better go ballistic when she finds out. The more time Jocelyn spends with Brennan, the deeper she is pulled into a world where trust is a currency and loyalty comes at a cost. The question remains, is Brennan truly trying to protect Jocelyn, or is he grooming her for something far more sinister? Internet reactions, fans are not holding back. The GH fandom is never one to stay silent when a storyline takes a controversial turn, and Brennan's involvement in Jocelyn's life has sparked some serious debate. Fans are divided between those who see the storyline as an exciting new chapter for Jocelyn's character and those who feel it's forcing her into a situation that makes little sense for her development. One passionate fan stated, "Joss should have never called Brennan. There was no reason to. It was self-defense. Now she's involved in a cover-up and is playing right into his hands." Another echoed the sentiment, saying, "The writers are just trying to push this partnership between Joss and Brennan, but it doesn't make any sense. She had better options, and we all know it." Others, however, are intrigued by the dynamic. Some believe that this storyline is setting up Jocelyn for a much larger role in Port Charles's criminal underworld, whether she likes it or not. Could this be the beginning of Jocelyn's transformation into a new version of Carly, or is she being set up for a major fall? Brennan's true intentions, what does he really want? One of the biggest mysteries surrounding this storyline is Brennan's true agenda. While on the surface, he appears to be Jocelyn's protector, stepping in when she needed help, there's an undeniable sense that he's playing a long game. But what exactly is he after? Some fans speculate that Brennan is using Jocelyn as a pawn to gain leverage over more powerful figures in Port Charles. If he can control her, he may be able to manipulate Carly or Sonny into making moves that benefit him in the long run. Others believe he has personal reasons for staying close to Jocelyn, perhaps something from his past that has yet to be revealed. Regardless of his endgame, one thing is certain: Jocelyn is walking a dangerous line, and trusting Brennan could be the worst mistake she's ever made. The fallout: what happens next for Jocelyn? With the situation escalating quickly, the question now is, how far will Brennan go? If Jocelyn tries to distance herself from him, will he allow it, or has she already crossed a line where there's no turning back? We can expect major confrontations ahead. Carly will almost certainly explode when she finds out what Jocelyn has gotten herself into. Sonny, too, will likely have a strong reaction, and if history tells us anything, he's not someone who lets people manipulate his family without consequences. Additionally, if Brennan's true motives are revealed to be as sinister as many fans suspect, Jocelyn might find herself in a situation far worse than the one she was trying to escape. Will she be able to outmaneuver him, or is she already too deep in his grasp? Final thoughts: a storyline poised for disaster or redemption? There's no doubt that General Hospital has crafted an intense storyline with Jocelyn and Brennan, one that has fans on the edge of their seats. However, with so much controversy surrounding Jocelyn's choices, it remains to be seen whether this will be a moment of growth for her character or a devastating downfall. Will she emerge stronger from this entanglement, or will Brennan's influence prove to be her undoing? Only time will tell. What do you think? Should Jocelyn have called someone else? Is Brennan truly dangerous, or does he have genuine concern for her? Next, we're diving into one of the most explosive storylines brewing in General Hospital, a tangled web of secrets, betrayals, and hidden children. As fans speculate on the inevitable fallout, one name keeps surfacing: Olivia. But here's the twist: while Olivia may be preparing to unleash her fury upon Lois and Brooke Lynn for keeping Gio a secret, she might want to take a long, hard look in the mirror first. After all, this isn't her first time playing the secret baby game. Is Olivia truly in any position to judge, or is this just another case of a soap opera character having selective memory? Buckle up, because we're about to dissect every shocking revelation, every buried truth, and every moment of dramatic irony that will undoubtedly make this one of General Hospital's most talked about storylines. The hypocrisy of Olivia, a woman who knows a thing or two about secret children. Before Olivia gets too comfortable on her high horse, let's take a moment to reflect on her own history of deception. While she may be livid at Lois and Brooke Lynn for keeping Joe's parentage a secret, it wasn't too long ago that she was doing the exact same thing. In fact, Olivia has not one, but two secret children scandals under her belt, both of which involved well-known Port Charles crime bosses. First, there was Dante. Olivia kept her pregnancy a secret from Sonny Corinthos, raising Dante without ever telling him who his father was. She didn't just lie to Sonny, she roped in her cousin, Kate Howard, into keeping the truth under wraps as well. The plan seemed foolproof until fate intervened in the most dramatic way possible. Dante, now a cop, went undercover to investigate Sonny. And in true General Hospital fashion, things took a turn for the absurdly dramatic when Sonny shot Dante in the chest. Only after Dante was bleeding out on the floor did Olivia finally decide to spill the truth. Just like that, Sonny went from nearly killing his own son to dramatically swearing his love and devotion to him. It was a plot twist worthy of daytime television, but it also cemented Olivia's reputation as someone who wasn't exactly honest when it came to paternity matters. Secret baby number 2, the Julian Jerome debacle. As if keeping Dante a secret wasn't enough, Olivia doubled down on the deception when she found herself pregnant with Julian Jerome's child. But this time, she took things to a whole new level. Not only did she keep the truth about baby Leo from Julian, she went as far as stealing another baby to cover her tracks. Yes, you read that correctly. Olivia managed to get her hands on an entirely different baby, whom she named Matteo, and then passed him off as Julian's son. Meanwhile, she kept her biological child, Leo, all to herself. The sheer audacity of this scheme was peak soap opera drama, proving once again that when it comes to paternity secrets, Olivia is a seasoned professional. Now, let's take a step back. If anyone should understand the complexities and motivations behind hiding a child's true parentage, it's Olivia. And yet, when it comes to Lois and Brooke Lynn's decision to keep Gio a secret, she's suddenly outraged? That's a level of hypocrisy only daytime television could deliver. The case of Gio, why did Lois and Brooke Lynn keep him a secret? Now that we've dissected Olivia's past, let's take a closer look at the current storyline. Why did Lois and Brooke Lynn hide Joe's true parentage from Dante and the rest of the family? From what we know so far, Gio is the result of a summer camp fling between Brooke Lynn and Dante. If that alone wasn't enough to complicate matters, Brooke Lynn and her mother, Lois, made a joint decision to keep this information buried. But was it purely out of malice, or were they protecting Gio from something, or someone? Some fans speculate that Brooke Lynn might have been worried about Dante's dangerous career. As a cop constantly putting his life on the line, raising a child with him might not have felt like the safest option. Others believe it could have been out of fear of Sonny's involvement. After all, Sonny's history of violence and crime is well documented. Could Brooke Lynn have been trying to keep Gio away from the Corinthos empire? Regardless of the reasoning, the truth is now out, and Olivia is ready to explode. The irony? She's acting as if Lois and Brooke Lynn have committed an unforgivable crime, when she did exactly the same thing, twice. Fan reactions. The internet is calling out Olivia's hypocrisy. As expected, fans have plenty to say about this unfolding drama. While some are enjoying the chaos, others are outright calling Olivia out on her double standards. Social media has been buzzing with comments like, "Olivia acting like she didn't keep two kids' secret is the funniest thing about this storyline. Girl, sit down. So let me get this straight. Olivia hid Dante from Sonny for years, but now she's ready to crucify Brooke Lynn? Make it make sense. I really hope someone calls Olivia out on this, because if she gets away with acting all self-righteous, I'm gonna lose it." Even those who are normally Team Olivia are struggling to defend her reaction. Some fans believe that instead of going ballistic, she should use her own experiences to empathize with Lois and Brooke Lynn. But then again, where's the soap opera fun in that? The fallout, what happens now? With the truth now exposed, General Hospital fans are bracing for the inevitable storm. Olivia is furious, but will anyone call her out on her past lies? Will Dante and Ned be the ones to put her in her place? And most importantly, will Gio himself get a say in all of this? There are several ways this storyline could go. Olivia's hypocrisy gets exposed. One of the most satisfying possibilities would be for someone, maybe even Dante himself, to remind Olivia of her own history with secret children. A little self-awareness wouldn't hurt. Gio resents his family. Now that the truth is out, Gio might feel betrayed by everyone involved. What if he doesn't want anything to do with Dante? Or worse, What if he chooses to align himself with someone outside the family, causing even more conflict? Carly steps in. Let's be real, Carly always has something to say when it comes to family drama. If she catches wind of Olivia's double standards, she might be the one to put her in her place. Brooklyn and Dante reignite old feelings. This revelation has forced Brooklyn and Dante to confront their shared past. Could this open the door for a rekindled romance? Stranger things have happened in Port Charles. Final thoughts. Olivia, take a seat. At the end of the day, Olivia's reaction to the Geo revelation is the very definition of pot calling the kettle black. While she may be furious now, the reality is that she did far worse in the past, and the audience isn't going to let her forget it. Will Olivia be forced to acknowledge her own hypocrisy? Will this family secret bring Dante and Brooklyn closer together, or tear them apart? One thing is for sure, this storyline is only getting started, and the drama is about to reach new levels. What do you think? Should Olivia be the last person to judge, or is she justified in her anger? Next, we're diving deep into one of the most emotionally charged storylines in General Hospital, Cyrus Renault's shocking confession and its potential impact on Dante Falconeri. As the truth finally comes to light, will Dante find the closure he so desperately needs, or will this revelation only drag him further into his grief? And what does this mean for Lulu Spencer, who has been waiting on the sidelines, hoping for a second chance? Buckle up, because we're about to unravel every layer of this dramatic turn of events, analyzing how it could reshape relationships, ignite old flames, and leave Dante questioning everything he thought he knew about loss, love, and moving forward. A love left in limbo. Will Lulu finally get through to Dante? Lulu Spencer has been walking on eggshells ever since she woke from her coma. Seeing Dante struggle with the loss of Sam has made it impossible for her to just waltz back into his life as if nothing has changed. Her feelings for him have never faded, but now they're tangled with uncertainty. Does she stand a chance, or is Dante's heart forever chained to Sam's memory? She's tried to be patient, giving him space while offering silent support, but every lingering glance and every unsaid word between them is charged with unresolved emotions. Dante is aware of her presence, but he's been too lost in grief to fully acknowledge what it could mean for his future. However, if Cyrus' confession grants Dante the closure he's been yearning for, it could shift everything. Will Lulu finally take the leap and tell Dante how she feels? Or will she continue to hold back, waiting for him to make the first move? General Hospital thrives on slow-burn romances, and this could be the moment that reignites an old flame, or sends Lulu retreating once again. Dante's emotional struggle between the past and the future. Dante Falconeri has been a shell of his former self since Sam McCall's tragic death. Her absence has left a void that no one, not even Lulu, has been able to fill. He's spent months drowning in grief, unable to imagine a future without her. For him, opening his heart again feels like a betrayal, like moving forward would erase the love they shared. But now, with Cyrus Renault's confession, the weight on his shoulders may finally begin to lift. Learning that Sam was killed because she unknowingly got in the way of Cyrus' other murders is a bitter pill to swallow, but at least it provides a definitive answer, something Dante never had before. He can stop questioning why, stop replaying the what-ifs, and start taking steps toward healing. Yet, closure is a double-edged sword. While it might allow him to move past the grief, it could also stir up fresh pain, forcing him to confront emotions he's spent months suppressing. Will Dante embrace this newfound clarity, or will it send him spiraling even deeper into his sorrow? And then there's Lulu, his first love, his past, his what could have been. With Sam gone, will Dante finally allow himself to explore the feelings that have been bubbling beneath the surface? Or will guilt keep him tethered to the past, preventing him from seeing what's right in front of him? Cyrus Renault's confession, the bombshell that changes everything. Cyrus Renault is not a man known for honesty, but when he finally reached his breaking point with Elizabeth Baldwin, he laid his sins bare. And among them was one of the most gut-wrenching revelations of all: he killed Sam McCall. But why? Why did Sam have to die? According to Cyrus, she was simply an obstacle, an unfortunate casualty in his grander scheme of murder. She unknowingly interfered with his twisted mission, and in his mind, that was enough justification to take her life. It's a cold, brutal truth, but one that Dante needed to hear. For so long, he's been stuck in the endless cycle of grief, unable to find a reason behind the senseless tragedy. Now, he finally has one. But will knowing why bring him peace, or will it shatter him even more? Cyrus' confession may not be enough to erase Dante's pain, but it could be the catalyst that pushes him to stop living in the past and start facing his future. And that future just might involve Lulu. Lulu and Dante, a second chance or another heartbreak. The chemistry between Lulu and Dante has always been undeniable. They've shared years of history, from passionate love to heart-wrenching separations. But now, as life has thrown them back into each other's orbits, they're at a crossroads. Dante has been so wrapped up in his grief that he hasn't truly allowed himself to see what's in front of him. But if Cyrus' confession gives him the sense of closure he needs, could that be the push that finally allows him to acknowledge his feelings for Lulu? On the other hand, emotions aren't always rational. Even if he wants to move forward, there's still the guilt, the fear of betraying Sam's memory, the worry that opening his heart again will only lead to more pain. And what about Lulu? She's been waiting patiently, but she has her own fears. What if Dante can never fully let go of Sam? What if she's nothing more than a backup plan, a comfort in the absence of what he truly wants? It's a delicate dance, one that could lead to a rekindled romance, or another heartbreak for both of them. Fan reactions, a divided audience. As always, General Hospital fans have plenty to say about this storyline. Some are fully on board for a Dante-Lulu reunion, arguing that their love story was always unfinished and that they deserve another shot. Others feel that Dante isn't ready, that his grief is still too raw, and that bringing Lulu into the mix too soon could ruin what could have been a beautiful reconciliation. Social media has been buzzing with comments like, "I've been waiting for a Dante and Lulu reunion for years. Please let this be their moment." Dante needs more time to heal before jumping into something with Lulu. Otherwise, it's just going to end in disaster. Cyrus confessing was a game changer, but I'm not sure Dante is ready to move on yet. Lulu should just tell him how she feels. Life is too short to wait around forever. One thing is for certain, the emotions are running high, and the drama is far from over. What's next? Predictions for Dante, Lulu, and Port Charles. So where does this leave us? What's next for Dante Falconeri and the people in his life? A slow-burning romance, Dante may not immediately fall into Lulu's arms, but this storyline could set the foundation for their rekindled relationship.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.